मेरा नाम Kimberly Shah and from Chicago, मगर मेरा घर Ahmedabad. So I moved to India at the beginning of the year permanently to help work in the fitness industry and teach education. What I specialize in is cardio education particularly. I'm a triathlon and marathon coach. So what I do primarily is go in and teach trainers and people who want to be coaches or have an interest in running and endurance sports how to actually properly plan workouts, work on body mechanics with running, and help develop a country who actually has potential to be great athletes but just doesn't have the outlet of coaching and training here. The other thing that I do is I'm a master trainer for a few different fitness companies such as Trigger Point as well as Star Trek and Schwinn. And what I do for those companies is I teach education on their programs basically from Tel Aviv to Tokyo. So it's fun. In short, I get to travel the world and work out and teach people how to be healthy and fit and do it in the right way. So what I actually just got done teaching was a class called Outside the Box. And what that class was teaching critical thinking skills and how to think creatively as a trainer. So here in India, think of the learning system. Very good at memorization, right? And what a lot of personal trainers do who go through a certification course is they get a book that has 1,000 pages, they read and memorize it and know how to take the tests really well. But the application skills to it are very poor. And it's just because they've never been taught how to do the hands-on stuff or think outside of what the book tells them. So what I taught was a class where they got to work together and actually learn to think and move and feel their bodies and talk out how you would actually teach the exercise to your clients. And that's my primary objective of really being here, is to teach trainers how to do those things, to really how to be great and not just go through the motion of training because it's needed. That's a great question. And I'm like, I get excited every single day of my life. I really can't say I work for, I have a job. When people ask me what I do, like I get to play and do what I love. Is it really a job? I can't imagine doing anything else in my life. It's transformed and it's morphed throughout the years. When I got into fitness and actually teaching classes, I started off teaching a Japanese yoga, actually, because I have a background in Eastern medicine. And part of one of my classes was learning a form of yoga that was based on opening up the energy channels used in Eastern medicine. And as a competitive athlete myself, it just kind of molded and transformed over the years. And about 5 years into my career, I started getting calls from companies asking me to teach education. And so it's just transformed and morphed, and that's what makes this industry so exciting, that you're not stuck to going to a desk every day doing the same thing over and over again. That in a year, if I want to do something different and recreate myself, I can. But I can never imagine doing something different in this industry. I I've had a really interesting response, and what I mean by that is when you're a fitness instructor, when you're in education in the fitness field, you tend to work with trainers and coaches and group fitness professionals. Here at this convention, to have physiotherapists in the picture has been a fascinating and great learning experience for me as a teacher. Yesterday I taught a class on foam rolling and myofascial release. I had a class that had 10 trainers and 50 physiotherapists, and it was so exciting for me to actually get to work with people who are very cerebral, that haven't had a lot of experience of doing with their body. And never did I expect as an educator to be teaching the physiotherapist, but I've loved it because I've learned they respond the same way as trainers do when they learn something new. Their eyes light up and they get the, oh, wow. And so I didn't expect that when I was actually having a bunch of physiotherapists and doctors staring back at me. I actually thought, okay, Kimberly, you're in this place because you're supposed to be, but it was intimidating for me. And their response was so wonderful and positive. And the class I just taught today, people walked out of there going, thank you. It makes me think differently about what I do, and that's what we're here for. I want everyone to learn and walk out of my classes feeling like they've learned something. And I always ask at the end, did we learn something here? And all of them walk out like, yes, like just remember that's your goal. And it's just been very exciting and very positive all the way around. I've learned, which is exciting for me. Well, beginners. It is a process that when you decide that first time to go ahead and start moving, that you want to make a change in your lifestyle, always remember that it is a process. You didn't get to the state that you're in overnight. And embrace the process. And the first 6 weeks are hard. It's not going to be easy. But I can assure you, if you stick to the plan, if you keep doing it, in 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to see something magical yourself. And you see the difference. You feel the difference. And that, I hope, is a good enough motivator for you to continue on. I would love more than anything for parents to understand that the lifestyle that they live, their children are going to live what they model. And there's only about 15% of children will step outside the lifestyle mold that they were born in. And so if mom and dad live an unhealthy life, if they have high blood pressure, diabetes, their children are going to be sick too. And no one here wants to see their children sick. They're everything to them. So if you live a life that's positive and healthy, and you show by example, because kids learn this way, not necessarily this way, by what you say, they are going to model and live that same thing. And I think that's the most valuable information I could give to a beginner, to someone who knows that it's not just about today and people in the fitness industry that are here. We need to make an impact on society and everyone else. And it starts with mom and dad, because unfortunately it's not in our schools. Okay, oh my I get so shy and it's really not that good yet because मैं हिंदी सीख रही हूँ मगर मैं बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं बोलती हूँ. But may fitness professionals, I don't know the word join. I don't know the word join, but may fitness professionals चाहती है. Oh, this is where I get so shy. I want you to join me. Yeah, I don't know the word join. May fitness professional code join चाहते हूँ? Is that how I would? May fitness professional join करो चाहती हूँ. Say it. May fitness professional हूँ. आपने join करो हो. I'm getting set like, see, this is where I get so tongue-tied and shy that I can write and then I start to speak and I'm like, oh, this is bad. Okay. May fitness, you might want to put this on pause. Or this is going to be the outtakes that 5 years from now people are going to laugh at. Take one. So, may fitness professional चाहती, no, may fitness professional हूँ. आपने मुझे करो. Join, wait, एक minute. Take 3, 4, whatever it is, right?
That's okay, go on. That's normal.
I almost want these outtakes. May fitness professional हूँ. आप मुझे join करो.
Awesome.